So we've got some big changes coming up. I want to let you know about them. You see, 18 months ago, I pushed record for the very first time on my very first piece of online content.
I avoided this for 6 months.
It was after a period of time where I kind of resisted the idea of creating online content because, despite the fact that I'd had some success in business and felt like I wanted to help people and had something to offer, I didn't want to become another one of those internet gurus. I still don't, if I'm being honest. But I'm so glad I listened to the wise words of a friend of mine who said, Ben, maybe that's the reason that actually you should start doing this. Because what you have to offer maybe is different to what other people are doing. And I took their words of advice and I thought, hey, let's give it a go. Let's see who wants to build community and go on this journey together. I've been honestly so encouraged by the amount of people out there like you who want to just go on the journey with other people. They're not maybe looking for people that are perfect, that have got it all together, because you certainly aren't going to find that in me, but are looking for people that are willing to share their journey, be open, be honest, and help them on the way. I've been so encouraged by some of the results we've seen. Honestly, there's been nothing more fulfilling in my life to this date than seeing the freedom that we've been able to create with the training that we're bringing, to be able to see people leave jobs that they don't enjoy, people being able to start businesses they love and create an impact on the world has been nothing short of breathtaking. But things are beginning to change, and for some time now I've had some thoughts about where we want to take this community, because I don't ever want to settle, because honestly I believe if you settle somewhere, then if you're not going forwards, then you're going backwards, and I want to always be moving forwards with you guys and helping you to continue to do that. And you see, what started out as me mostly teaching tutorials about how to sell on Amazon, because really that was a business model, it was a strategy that really fit what I wanted to do with my life, was to be able to create more time. For a long time, my goal was I want to build a business over here that creates cash flow that frees me up to do the things I'm passionate about over here. A couple of young kids, I've got lots of interest, lots of things I want to do. I want to create time freedom, because money's great because it helps you do certain things, but time is the one thing that's irreplaceable, the most valuable thing that we all have. And so I started teaching about how to build a business on Amazon, because they'll do a lot of the work for you. It kind of fits that whole model. But on that journey, I discovered this deep-seated passion to help entrepreneurs do something more than just build a business over here and then do something they love over here. I began to realize, hey, why can't we bring these things together? Why can't we bring what we're doing to bring in an income with something we're passionate about? What if those two things could come together? So for the last few months, I've really been thinking about that, probably longer than a few months, maybe a year now. I've been thinking, what could that look like? What would it look like if we could bring together entrepreneurs who are passionate about bringing change in their lives, but also are passionate about creating great products, great services that could make a difference in the world? What if we could create a community? What if we could create an army of people that said, actually, we want to bring positive change to the world with these entrepreneurial skills they were developing? And really it's been accelerated by this global pandemic we find ourselves in. It's a crazy time we're living in. Our video guy Charlie standing there behind the camera, social distancing from me because we can't get near each other, because that's the world we're living in, right? And it's a crazy world. Unemployment is through the roof. Uncertainty is rife. A lot of people don't know how this is all going to play out. And I figure now more than ever, people need to learn the skill sets and the mindsets in order to be able to create an income they can rely on, but also make a positive impact in the world. Our world is just waiting upon entrepreneurs that rise up with a passion to bring positive change. And so it's for all of these reasons that we've really expedited the launch of something that I am super, super excited about. What was Ben Donovan Limited, what was my personal brand, quote unquote, is now becoming something far greater. Something that I am even more excited about as we build upon the platform we've already created. What was Ben Donovan Limited is now becoming Impact Unlimited. Impact Unlimited is the new identity under which all of our training, our communities, the passion that we have for entrepreneurs to help them do something great, that's what that's all going to live under now. And if you just give me a couple of minutes, I want to talk to you about why that matters to you, what we're passionate about, and how we want to help you achieve so many things. So let's do it. Impact Unlimited is being birthed to equip entrepreneurs to overcome limitations and build impactful businesses that they're proud of. We recognize that one of the most powerful forces for positive change in our world is an entrepreneur with a vision. A passionate entrepreneur that's passionate about building great products and great services. I dread to think, honestly, where our world would be today if it weren't for this spirit of entrepreneurship in industries like healthcare, education, technology, and so many more. Heck, forget even the last 100 years of developments. Just think about your last 24 hours. If it weren't for the entrepreneurial spirit that we know in our world today, you wouldn't have had the mattress that you slept on last night, the water that you drank this morning, the toothbrush that you used to hopefully clean your teeth this morning. You wouldn't have had any of that and many more things, because it was entrepreneurs that brought these things to reality. And what we've recognized actually is that entrepreneurs are people that see a problem and bring a solution. They see something that needs solving and they bring a product or a service to the market that actually solves that problem. So what we want to do here at Impact Unlimited is we want to come alongside entrepreneurs just like that. Entrepreneurs that want to see problems and solve them with great products and great services. Entrepreneurs that don't quit at the first sign of trouble, but actually want to do something great with their lives. And what we want to do is we want to help them overcome the limitations. Because what I've noticed is, honestly, if you've got breath in your lungs, then you've probably got challenges in your life. There's none of us that can escape the challenge that we face in life, but an entrepreneur is someone that overcomes those challenges. And what we've discovered in our journey is that there are two major limitations that hold people back. When I say, hey, you should start a business, or someone's passionate about something, and I say, well, you should create something around that helps the world, often they'll note one of these two limitations. Whether it's a single mum at the beginning of our entrepreneurial journey, just wants to build some extra income to spend more time with their kids, or the multimillionaire that wants to build a global business. Right throughout that journey, often we face these limitations, and they are, number one, the limitation of mindset. Because really how we think is how we live. What goes on in your mind will determine what goes on in your life. A great example for that is how we think about time. Often people focus so much on the money that a business can create, when actually the most important thing we believe is the time that you have. You only have so much time in the world, and we want to help create a healthy mindset around how to build businesses that actually free you up from that grip that money can so easily place over time. But then the second limitation that we're really passionate about and we see holding people back so much is the area of skill sets. We've got mindsets and we've got skill sets. People think that, I don't have the skills to be an entrepreneur. I don't know how to run paid ads. I don't know how to build a good product. I don't know how to deliver a good service. So we're on a mission to come alongside you and help you overcome those limitations. We're assembling a growing library of training content that's going to help you to overcome them. It's created by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, not perfect gurus who have got everything together, but real practitioners that are building real businesses that can offer you value. Alongside that content, we're working really hard to create communities, both online and in person, communities that will really encourage you on the journey, and they're built around authenticity over autonomy and shared resources over self-interests. And our hope is that this pursuit of ours would help you in your pursuit of building an impactful business. Now, when we talk about an impactful business, what does that actually mean? For us, what we've realized is that the hallmarks of an impactful business are threefold. Number one is purposeful. You see, the first and foremost purpose behind a business should not be to make money. Simon Sinek, the famed author, he actually says that money in a business should be like fuel in a car. It's not the purpose of why you get the car, but you need it in order to get it where it needs to go. There should be a purpose to this journey. And so we want to help people build businesses that actually have a purpose, that make a difference, make our world a better place. Honestly, it's one of the most fulfilling things to be able to run businesses that you know are making a positive change in the world. The second thing that we believe an impactful business is it's profitable. Of course, money isn't the only thing, but profit does drive a business forward. And so it's important that we learn the skill sets and the mindsets of growing profitable businesses so those visions can go where they need to go. And the third thing that we believe an impactful business is we believe it's scalable. With the systems and structures that you put in place, you can grow that business beyond just you. See, what many entrepreneurs do when they're starting out on their journey is they think, hey, I'll start a business, I'll leave my job and I'll run a business that depends on me. And ultimately they find themselves trapped in that business and they're spending 60, 70, 80 hours a week trying to keep a business going when probably it would have been easier just to stay in their job. And so what we want to do is we want to teach you the systems, the structures, how to build a team, how to grow a business that you can run and doesn't necessarily run you. But I do want to clear something up just quickly. Listen, the enemy is not a job. We're not going to teach you that you should try and fire your boss and that kind of culture, because ultimately I don't believe that that's the only way to live a fulfilled life. Actually, the enemy is not having a job and the grind and the 9 to 5. The enemy is spending so much of that which is unreplenishable, your valuable time, on something that you're not passionate about, that doesn't make a difference. So if you love your job, if you're passionate about it, keep doing it. Maybe build a business on the side. The message is not quit your job. The message is take that time that's so valuable and do something with it that you both love and makes an impact on the world. It's also important to note that when we talk about impact, that doesn't have to be like global impact. I don't want anybody watching this that's at home, that's maybe a single mum, single dad, that wants to just provide a little bit more income to spend more time with their kids. Your impact might not necessarily be a big business. It might be in raising big kids, big people. And so I want you to know that there's room in this for you. This is for the legacy leavers. Someone once said that the great use of life is to spend it on something that will outlast it. I don't know about you, but I want to use the time that we have here to make an impact. So if that's you, if you're someone that wants to take what they're passionate about, to build an income from it, but also make an income with it, then this is for you. We're also outworking this desire for global impact by partnering with an organization called Unltd International. We're now contributing 10% of all profits from Impact Unlimited to the Unltd International Fund and projects like it in the future. Now, Unltd International are an incredible organization, and they're actually helping people in less fortunate areas of the world build businesses, grow a sustainable income for their future. They provide microloans, training, resources, and a whole bunch of other things to help those people develop businesses that sustain them. They're passionate about offering help, not just a handout. So you can know with confidence that when you are partnering with us, Impact Unlimited, you are also partnering with a global impact. So what does this all mean for you? Because that's who it's about, right? Obviously there's been a name change, an identity change, but I didn't want it to just be a simple name change. Oh, we're rebranding, great, exciting, it's just a name change. I wanted there to, of course, be some increased value for you. And so in order to try and do that, we've been honestly working really hard to try and up the level of what we offer. I want to let you know about 4 things that are brand new today. Firstly, you've got access to a brand new free training library. We wanted to create something that was almost like Netflix for entrepreneurs. Binge-worthy content that's going to help you broaden out your entrepreneurial journey, teach you new skills like driving traffic, like running ads, like a whole bunch of different things that are available to you now on the Impact Unlimited website. Secondly, we're starting a podcast. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to hear the episodes that we've already got recorded and the future ones that we've got planned too. The trailer for the podcast is actually available right now, which you can go and check out on the iTunes podcast store or the Google or Stitcher or any of those, your favorite podcast player that are available to you right now. And then the first official episode drops just in a few days, where I interview Kevin Byrne, who is the founder of Checkatrade. Checkatrade are a staple name in the UK, massive business. He actually sold that for an 8-figure exit a few years ago, and we talk about that whole journey and fascinating conversation. So definitely make sure you're subscribed, because I've got him on and then a whole bunch of other entrepreneurs that that we're interviewing, and not just gurus but practitioners, people that actually know what they're talking about, they've lived it out. So make sure you check out that podcast. So there's a free training library, there's a podcast, and then thirdly, the community aspect of what we do. Up until now, we've had an Amazon Facebook group, and we're changing that a bit because, as I've kind of alluded to, what kind of gets me excited when I wake up in the morning is not selling on Amazon. That's just part of the puzzle. What gets me excited is helping entrepreneurs to really create impactful businesses. So we're creating a bit of a change with that, and what was the Amazon free group on Facebook is now the Impact Entrepreneurs community. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of Amazon specific Facebook groups which you can join join if you'd rather join that. But what we're going to focus on in this community is not just Amazon, but it's the skills, it's the mindsets of an entrepreneur. So be sure to join that too. And then finally, we've got the social media of Impact Unlimited. And again, just making a few changes, because up until now, I've kind of had this tension where I felt like, I've got my personal stuff and then I've got business stuff. I feel like I need this business stuff over here to be different from personal, because I don't want to spam my friends with all this business stuff. But I was saying to my wife some time ago, I feel like actually what I want to do is just combine the two. Like, I don't want to be family man Ben over here and then business man Ben over here. I feel like those two can just coexist, and I don't want to have this business profile and a personal profile, putting two different bits of content on each. I just want to share the journey, and it probably won't get me as many followers on social media because I'm not spamming people with infographics, and it probably won't get me as big of a profile, but I've kind of figured out I don't care, because that's not what this is about. I want to be me, I want to share our journey, and so I hope that helps you. So if you want to follow me, then all of my social media now is just at Ben Donovan, and what was like the Ben Donovan UK business social profiles is now the Impact Unlimited social profiles, which is focused all around on equipping you as an entrepreneur. So if you want to follow the journey, follow me. If you want to be equipped as an entrepreneur, make sure you're following Impact Unlimited too. And listen, I also want to allay any fears that I'm all of a sudden going to stop creating similar content to what I've done before. We certainly aren't going to stop building e-commerce content. Honestly, I believe e-commerce is the future. What we're seeing in this current time is only just the beginning of a new surge of growth in the world of online retail. So I'm committed to e-commerce. I'm committed to the online space. And so it's only going to go to the next level. And so I wanted to kind of, let anyone know, if you're worried, is there going to be similar content? Are we going to stop doing that? Not at all. In fact, in the next few months, we're going to be investing hundreds of hours into upgrading the training, upgrading the content that we offer, because we just believe in this so much. So I want to let you know, we're not moving away from anything. We're just adding to what we've already built. So RIP Ben Donovan Limited, and welcome to the world Impact Unlimited. Honestly, we're leaving no stone unturned. We're so committed to helping you as an entrepreneur build impactful businesses you're proud of. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you follow along the journey, make sure you check out all of these new resources we have for you. We made them for you. You can check out everything in the links below. You've got the free training library, the podcast, the new community, the social accounts. Check them all out. Make sure you're following along, because this is going to be some journey. And remember, don't just make an income, make an impact.